Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Vijul and in this series we are going to learn about backend development. Ever wondered what happens behind the scenes when you click that follow button on a website? Today we are peeling back the curtain to explore the powerhouse of web development, the backend. In this video, we are taking a closer look at the backend, where the servers work hand in hand with databases. Every click you make on a website starts a carefully planned series of actions, handling data and making sure everything runs smoothly. It's the backend where the gears turn, making sure your online experience is seamless and reliable. The backend, often referred to as the server side, is the part of a software application or a website that is responsible for handling tasks and processing that occurs behind the scenes. It encompasses various functionalities such as server-side logic, database management, and coordination of interactions between the user interface and the server. In simpler terms, when you interact with a website or an application, the front end is what you see and interact with, the buttons, forms, and visuals. The backend, on the other hand, is the engine behind the scenes that processes your requests, retrieves or stores data in databases, and ensures that everything operates smoothly. Imagine you are using a social media platform. Now the front end is the user interface where you scroll through the posts, like pictures and comment. The backend is responsible for managing the user accounts, storing and retrieving posts from the databases, and ensuring that when you post something, it gets saved securely. Now, understanding the backend is very crucial for developers because it involves handling data, implementing business logic, and ensuring the security and efficiency of an application. It's essentially the backbone of the entire system, making sure that the front end and the overall user experience functions seamlessly. Security is of paramount importance in backend development, and it plays a critical role in ensuring the overall integrity, confidentiality, and availability of an application. Let's look into the several key reasons why security is crucial in the backend development. Protection of sensitive data. Security measures in the backend safeguard sensitive user information such as login credentials, personal details, and financial data, preventing unauthorized access and potential data breaches. Prevention of unauthorized access. Robust authentication mechanisms ensure that only authorized users can access and interact with the application, preventing unauthorized users from manipulating or exploiting vulnerabilities in the system. Mitigation of cyber threats. Security in the backend defends against various cyber threats, including hacking attempts, SQL injections, and cross-site scripting attacks, protecting the application from potential exploits and vulnerabilities. Compliance with regulations. Backend security measures ensure compliance with industry regulations and data protection standards, addressing legal requirements and safeguarding user privacy. Building trust and user confidence. A secure backend not only protects user data but also builds trust and confidence among the users. Trust is crucial for user retention, positive reviews, and maintaining a positive reputation for the application or the service. Authentication in full stack development is the process of verifying the identity of users accessing an application or a system. It ensures that only authorized individuals can interact with the protected resources. Here are some key aspects of authentication in full stack development. User identification. Authentication starts with user identification. Users provide credentials such as usernames and passwords to prove their identity. This step ensures that the person interacting with the application is who they claim to be. Credential verification. The backend verifies the credentials provided by the users during the login process. Common methods include comparing entered passwords against the stored and securely hashed versions in a database. Token-based authentication. Token-based authentication is prevalent in full-stack development. Upon successful login, the backend generates a token, often using technologies like JSON Web Tokens. This token is then sent to the client and must be included in subsequent requests to access protected resources. OAuth and OpenID Connect. Full-stack applications often leverage OAuth for authorization and OpenID Connect for authentication. OAuth allows third-party services to access user data without exposing credentials, while OpenID Connect provides identity verification using OAuth. Multi-factor authentication. To enhance security, full-stack applications may implement multi-factor authentication. This involves combining two or more authentication methods, such as passwords and one-time codes sent to a user's mobile phone, adding an extra layer of security. Session management. The backend manages user sessions after successful authentication. It assigns a unique session identifier to each authenticated user, allowing the application to recognize and track users across the multiple requests. Password security. Secure handling of passwords is critical. Passwords should be stored securely using hashing algorithms, example bcrypt, to protect the user credentials even if the database is compromised. Role-based access control. Authentication is closely tied up to authorization. Role-based access control ensures that authenticated users have the appropriate permissions based on their roles within the system. Social media authentication. Many full-stack applications allow the users to authenticate using their existing social media accounts, example Google or Facebook. This simplifies the login process for users and can be integrated securely into the backend. Logging and auditing. Comprehensive logging of authentication attempts and security audits help identify suspicious activities or potential security breaches. This information is valuable for monitoring and improving the overall security posture of the application. Effective authentication is a cornerstone of secure full-stack development, ensuring that only authorized users can access sensitive information or perform certain actions within an application. It requires careful implementation and continuous monitoring to adapt to evolving security challenges. Authorization and access control. Now let's talk about some key features of authorization. Determination of permissions. Authorization involves evaluating what actions authenticated users are allowed to perform within an application. It's the process of defining and granting specific permissions based on users' control or attributes. RBAC implementation. Role-based access control simplifies authorization by systematically assigning roles to users. It streamlines the management of permissions by associating predefined roles with specific actions, enhancing the overall efficiency of access control. Fine-grained control. Fine-grained access control provides a detailed and precise approach to permissions. It allows administrators to define specific actions that users or roles can perform, offering a more nuanced and tailored level of control over the application's functionality. Token-based verification. Tokens generated after successful authentication serve as a form of verification during the subsequent interactions. These tokens carry encoded information about the user's permissions, enhancing security and reducing the need for constant re-authentication. Audit trails and policies. Regular audit trails and dynamic policies play a crucial role in maintaining a secure authorization system. Audit trails record user activities, aiding in the detection of unusual patterns or potential security breaches. Dynamic policies adapt access control rules based on changing circumstances, ensuring adaptability. Now let's talk about some key features on access control. Restricting user access. Access control, a subset of authorization, focuses on restricting users' entry to specific features or data within an application. It defines the boundary of user interaction, safeguarding the sensitive resources. RBAC for simplified control. Role-based access control simplifies access control by categorizing users into roles with predefined permissions. This streamlines the process of managing access rights, making it more efficient and less prone to errors. Token and claims security. Token-based and claims-based authorization enhances security by encapsulating information about the user roles and attributes. This method ensures that only users with the necessary credentials can access particular resources, bolstering the overall security posture. Secure by default practices establish a baseline level of minimal access for users. Additional permissions are granted selectively following the principles of granting access only when explicitly needed, reducing the potential security vulnerabilities. Continuous monitoring and auditing. Continuous monitoring and audit trails provide ongoing insights into the access control system. This proactive approach allows for the early detection of anomalies or security threats, supporting a robust and adaptable security infrastructure. Now let's talk about hashing for secure password storage. So what exactly is hashing? Hashing is a process of converting the input data, such as a password or any other information, into a fixed size string of characters, which is typically a hash value. The key characteristic of a good hash function is that it should be a one-way process, meaning it should be computationally infeasible to reverse the hash and obtain the original data. So why is hashing important? Data security. Hashing is crucial for securing sensitive information, especially passwords. Storing plain text passwords is risky, and hashing ensures that even if the hashed data is compromised, the original passwords remain confidential. Data integrity. Hashing is used to verify the integrity of data. When the data changes, the hash value changes as well. By comparing hash values, one can quickly determine if the data has been altered. Efficient data retrieval. Hashing is used in data structures like hash tables to provide efficient data retrieval. It allows for quick indexing and searching, making it a fundamental concept in computer science. And there you have it. We have unraveled the complexities of backend development, exploring its crucial role in ensuring the seamless functions of web applications. But remember, it's not just about functionality, it's about keeping your users' data secure. Embrace those practices: HTTPS for secure transmission, regular updates, meticulous error handling, and always safeguard against potential threats. These steps are not just coding principles, they are the pillars of a positive user experience. So, as you embark on your backend development journey, keep these practices close. So, we are going to learn more about backend in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned.